Hey everyone, Scooby-Doo here and welcome to a brand new video. So today we're going to take our first look and somewhat a review of the Count Dooku Force FX lightsaber. I actually got notification yesterday. I ordered this off of Amazon that they were shipping it and it came out the very next day. Wow, isn't it an awesome lightsaber. And also too, I have the Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber. Just going to do it as comparison to see the quality of the two, because the newer Dooku, which is not an elite, but yet it was over $200, so I'm not sure if that's going to be like the new price point. We'll kind of get this a little bit closer to the hilt. Yeah, so I don't know if they're just raising the price point. I do know that they had the Kylo Ren Elite lightsaber that came out, and it had like a removable blade, and also came out with a custom stand for it and everything. This one's your basic Force FX lightsaber. There doesn't seem to be anything special. The blade doesn't come out or anything, but it is absolutely fabulous. I can tell you here just really quickly, I don't know exactly how I'm going to do this review. But this thing's so big. This area here, excuse me, is all metal, which is really nice. And this seems like it's a plastic, but it's also kind of feels more like rubber, opposed to this one on Obi-Wan's, which this is definitely more like plastic. Now it could just be the material as far as like the design goes. Let me get like really close. You can see the design on it. And it comes with the regular stand like this, and we'll go ahead and turn it on really quickly as well. And we're going to actually take a look at this up on the wall once we finish doing this little review. Again, this is one of those reviews that I'm doing at lunchtime at work, but I noticed that nobody else had one of these out on YouTube yet, so I just want to at least put something out there. So the switch for the light is right here. It is a red color. It looks a little bit light because I have the other lights on. Let me see. Definitely red for sure. Again, it might not come out in the video as such, but it is red. Can't really tell you the comparison on sounds. I'm not really that into the sabers where I can say, oh yeah, this sounds a little bit like Darth Vader's, but a little bit not. I'll let somebody else do a review for that one. I just want to do an overall first impression. This is fantastic. Oh my gosh. Just absolutely incredible. As far as the length goes, it pretty much sets the same as your other standard FX lightsabers. I haven't tested it yet, but I'm probably assuming that it probably won't stay on for more than 10 or 15 minutes. Most of all of the newer Black Series lightsabers have been staying on for 10 to 15 minutes. As you know, I like to display these, and I was kind of upset at the older models that turn off after about a minute and a half of being on display. This is a separate piece here, this gold here. Let's just take this up. Oh, and by the way, this thing is heavy. And you can knock somebody out with that. This is all metal. This right here, this piece, seems to be plastic, but it's not like a cheap plastic. It's like a really thick, really nice plastic. Obviously, it has these stickers. I wish I know they have to put these stickers on here, but I wish they did it in a way that if you pulled them off, it doesn't leave all of that residue on there. That's probably why they do it, because you're not supposed to take them off. There's nothing else that really operates on here. None of these buttons operate. It's just this one that's right here that actually turns it on. And obviously it has the curved hilt. One other thing I noticed with this, because I didn't know how they were going to do this with the sound. Still takes the AAA batteries. It takes 3 of them. But this this piece right here is hella heavy. I mean, it's really weighted. Like, this is really weighted. I wouldn't even think, unless you were an older kid, if you were a younger kid, you'd have to have some muscles in your arms to be swinging this around. I mean, it's not that heavy, but I mean, it's definitely significantly heavier than my Obi-Wan or some of my other lightsabers that I have. Definitely heavy. I do love how it sits on the stand. This retailed, I think, for $217 or $207. Really expensive, because this Obi-Wan was, I think I got this one for $107, and then I've gotten some actually other ones around in the $70 to $80 range, but those were on clearance at my local GameStop. Which, by the way, if you're ever trying to find stuff on sale, go to your local GameStop. And if you're in an area like I am where there's not a lot of Star Wars collectors, when they have these lightsabers in store after a couple months and they don't sell, they clearance them. And so you can get some really good deals on that. I know once they did the Black Series baton. They came out last year. I think it retailed for almost $200, and then nobody really wanted to buy it, so it immediately went down to $150, and then went down to like $100. At my local GameStop, they were actually selling it for $39 or $29. It might have been $29 because it was just clearance. Like, they don't have a lot of shelf space over there, so they only keep the stuff in the store for a few months before they clearance it out. So I don't think this is going to be the case with the Dooku. This is just too nice of a lightsaber. I'll try to do another review on it later once we really get into doing other stuff in the Star Wars room. If you're new to my channel, we are actually going to take a look at the Star Wars room really quickly. It's kind of half taken apart right now, and I'll show you my other lightsabers, and then we'll take a look at this up on the wall, and we'll finish out this video. Alright, this is my prequel wall. As you can see, they pretty much all do the same height, even though the Count Dooku, I kind of have to put it at a different kind of angle. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it that way or not, but I think it looks pretty good. And then we have our Darth Maul set of 2, and then our Obi-Wan Kenobi. I pretty much like to have the lightsabers that go with the particular movies. So for this one here, those were in each of the different movies. And then over here, if you're not familiar, if you haven't seen the room before, and again, some of this stuff is apart right now, just some of my life-size figures. Let me just turn this on. Hey Alexa, turn on Star Wars.
Okay.
Over here, we have a couple other lightsabers. This is for, obviously, for our sequels. I wouldn't mind getting the Rey lightsaber if they ever come out with that. Again, there's a life-size Kylo that goes there. And then we have our Fett Tatooine wall. There's no sabers on there. But we do have, over here with the other posters, again, we have all the different Luke and Darth Vaders and Obi-Wan Kenobis that go with each of the movies with the different battle scenes. And then over on this side, we actually have, this is, I actually had a Palpatine poster here. And these lightsabers have to do with, you know, who he kills, which is Mace Windu and Kit Fisto, which those are right there. And so hopefully, if they make the Palpatine lightsaber, I'm hoping that'll go right there on the other side of the door. And then we'll re-put up the poster of Palpatine. And as I was mentioning, with the lightsabers, just really quickly, I don't want to dwell on this. I know some of my old subscribers know that I can really go off on this. As you can see, the older sabers, the FX ones that were made from years ago, they turn off after a few minutes. And then at least these newer ones do stay on for a little while, but they don't have a display mode. So again, if you're wanting to light up your room with them, it's not really something you can do unless you actually rewired and did some other stuff to the sabers, which I'm not going to do because I think they look good just like this as well. But anyways, that's it. I hope you liked this little bit of review. Again, this is a lunchtime review, so it's not like I have a lot of time. And then I'm going to be busy after work tonight, and I at least wanted to show you the new Count Dooku lightsaber. So there we go. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. Don't forget, we have a whole bunch of other stuff going on with the Star Wars wall, and I'm building the life-size Luke. And of course, we got the Back to the Future room that you saw, and Avengers, Jurassic Park, and everything else. Whew! Busy. All right. I'm going to finish up my lunch at work, and yeah, we'll talk to you real soon. Hopefully sometime by the end of this weekend.